Welcome to the NCAA Softball Regionals, presented by Capital One. And welcome to Ronda Revelle Field at Bowlin Stadium here in Lincoln, Nebraska. It's the Lincoln Regional with the 4-seed Nebraska Huskers, champions of the Big Ten Conference, taking on the Yotes of South Dakota, champs of the Summit League. Earlier today, the Lopes of GCU beat Louisville 5-1. They hit a couple of home runs, got a terrific pitching performance from Oakley Vickers. So they are into the championship side, the winners bracket. And Louisville falls into the elimination bracket. So the winner of our game here tonight will take on Grand Canyon. 1 Eastern tomorrow. Winner of that game is into the regional final. The loser will have to try and work their way out of the losers bracket, starting with Louisville. And of course, when you talk about Nebraska softball, you talk about Jordy Fromm trying to get back to the Women's College World Series with a second different school. She won a couple of national championships in the circle with Oklahoma. And now, of course, back here in her native Nebraska, trying to guide this group. Winner as a pitcher and a hitter.
Yeah, one of the best two-way players in the entire game. Her career numbers just astonishing, 88 wins. How about the batting average? Over 442 home runs, so doing it on both sides of the ball. Jordy Fromm is a superstar.
And how about for South Dakota, Jess?
Well, just breaking all these records. First time for everything. Summit League champions. First time in program history. Started the season 4-15. But won 2 of the last conference series just to get them into the tournament, by the way. This is now their first tournament appearance in program history. Just one of those stories. Give them a chance. And now they're here.
Beth Mowens, Jessica Mendoza, Michelle Smith with you. And these are the South Dakota starters from the state of Nebraska. So 5 in the starting lineup for both teams tonight as Brown, Cromer, Iberg, Iverson, and White all come home for their first NCAA taste of the tournament. Real important if you want to get to the Supers to win your first game in the regionals. Let's take a look at our starting lineup, brought to you by Capital One. Brooke Carey leads the team with 20 multi-hit games this year for the Coyotes. And the third baseman will bat 4th in the lineup tonight for South Dakota, facing Alexis Jensen, one of the best freshmen in the country. In fact, the Big Ten Rookie of the Year out of Gretna, having a fabulous season with 22 wins and a sub-3 ERA.
It's hard to believe that she's a freshman. I mean, she just is so talented in the circle. She can dominate a game. Multiple pitches, a rise ball at the top of the zone, ability to go downstairs as well. with the drop ball, but it's also a really hard curve on the corners, and then she mixes speeds with the changeups, just the way she flips that ball out. So all of those pitches, super effective. She uses that rise ball about 38% of the time, the drop 20% of the time, and I love the fact that she will throw the changeup about 15, but it's also the curve ball to expand the zone 18, all velocities in the mid 60s. So just a really, really tough freshman coming from that left side.
Packed house for one of the best joints in all of college softball to enjoy a Friday night here at Ronda Revelle Field. Home of the Huskers. They were 15-1 here on the season. The lone loss was to UCLA. The Big Ten champs ended up taking 3 of 4 head-to-head from the Bruins, including the Big Ten championship last weekend. Underway tonight in Lincoln.
How about Alexis Jensen just playing up the crowd? And we saw her pregame just doing the Big Red, leading the Big Red chants, and right now just pacing around the circle. She is loving this start as a freshman to kick off the tournament.
She's got the face paint on to go with the shades.
I think the big thing in this first inning is going to be like handling all that adrenaline and focusing in on not throwing through her pitches or spins.
Ronda Revelle told us yesterday that job number 1 is manage the moments and all the emotions. Alexis close to 200K on the year. It is a group with such high expectations. They played a tough schedule this year so that they could have a shot at hosting. They host this regional weekend. If they win here, for the first time in school history, they will host the Super Regional next weekend. Trying to get back to the World Series for the first time since 2013. And trying to do it with a roster of Nebraskans and a senior-laden starting unit. They've got 7 of them out there tonight in the starting lineup. Their focus has been on one pitch at a time, but they all know this is it. This is their chance to do it. And a high fly ball out to center. Hannah Core is there. 1 down.
And that'll be the key for Jensen, is that anything that does go up in the air, to keep it in the yard. She's given up 21 home runs this year. That's the only blemish that you really kind of circle. The wind is blowing out.
Of course, this is a South Dakota offense that is more put the ball on the ground.
Yes.
22 home runs total as a team. As Kaya Johnson steps up to the plate. One of their 300 hitters. She's got a couple home runs on the season. Riding a 7-game hitting streak coming into this.
This group has been so proud to be the first. Just under 2 decades in D1, but a program that's been around nearly 50 years, and they are the first to the NCAA tournament. And after shocking Omaha to win the Summit League, they are one of 3 teams in the tournament with a losing record, but they come in winners of 10 of their last 15.
Such a fun story. The whole reason why postseason, get into these tournaments, just give them a chance. And for South Dakota, they ran with that.
They saw earlier today Stetson. They saw earlier tonight UNC Greensboro. Shocking upsets.
Well, and that's why the conference tournaments are so magical, because it gives every team in that conference, no matter what your regular season schedule is, the opportunity to potentially make this tournament.
In foul territory, and that'll drop. They were in 7th place in the middle of April. They went to North Dakota. It was snowing up there. And the coaching staff, Robert Wagner, was telling us, do we tell the team that this is pretty much must win? And they did, and the team embraced it. They went out and run-ruled North Dakota, and then promptly came back the next day and got run-ruled themselves. But then won game 3 with a couple of late home runs to win the series and keep their hosts alive as Jensen gets her first strikeout, 2 down.
Used the changeup on that last one. She is fired up. It's fun to watch her. We saw her back in Clearwater in February, and she was just kind of getting her bearings, figuring herself out, but you could tell a whole lot more confidence Season under her belt now.
Delaney White steps in. Delaney back home in Lincoln. Norris High School, where she was two-time All-State. Has started her entire career, 212 games. And is number 10 in school history and RBI. Her next one will be her 100th. For her career, over a 300 average.
Lowest on the team in strikeouts and walks. Definitely likes to put the ball in play. Swings early in the count.
One, two. Delaney doesn't chase. You can probably throw with a lot of confidence when you're learning every day from Jordy Fromm, and everybody around you is an upperclassman behind you in the field. And gets the swing and miss. 1, 2, 3 start for the Frosh.
Lex Jensen just showing what she can do in this circle. Her changeup is one of her best pitches, picking up a couple strikeouts. The emotion of the freshman, fun to watch.
How about the starting lineup brought to you by Capital One? And the Huskers look like this. Of course, Jordy leads things off. And then the Cammonson sisters, pride of Valley, Nebraska. About a 1 hour ride north of here. Hannah and Lauren, look at the numbers on the season for them. Racking up the ribbies. Hannah hits third, Lauren bats ninth. And they will face Madison Evans, the Yotes starting pitcher. Sophomore from Sioux Falls. She's a two-way star for them. She will also hit in the batting order.
Well, the key for Evans is going to be try to limit those free passes. 138 walks on the year. She's going to use a rise ball, a curve ball, and a drop ball. So she throws in the low 60s. She's got good spin. Going to have to keep that rise in the park. This is an aggressive Nebraska team that can swing it. She's given up 15 home runs this year.
And in steps the reigning National Player of the Year, who is on the very short list to repeat. The senior from Papillion, Papio High, and soon to be one of a handful of four-time first-team All-Americans when that list comes out as we inch closer to the Women's College World Series.
As well as a four-time Pitcher of the Year in a Power Four conference. There have not been many of those. So just lots of lists.
Kat Osterman's one of them.
Page
Paige Parker, nice get. Nice get. 1-2 right here from Madison Evans. This will be a big boost for her. You may recall Jordy and the Huskers were down at LSU last year for the regionals, and she tore the town up. 5 for 5, 4 homers, 7 ribs. They had to walk her 7 times, so she scored 8 of those. Was spectacular. Also good in the circle, by the way. A couple of dubs.
She's talked so much about how her hitting is the fun part of her game, that she takes pitching so seriously, so mechanical. She's in her head a lot about it, but hitting's when she lets it all fly. She did that at LSU last year, that's for sure.
Changeup misses high, and the count goes full. Fromm gets under it. Fly ball out to right center, and the catch is made by Sarah Eiberg. 1 down.
Madison Evans, you get that first out, right? I mean, that's got to be huge, and that's where Jordy Fromm, being the leadoff batter, doesn't start off very easy. So big exhale for Madison Evans.
That'll bring up Hannah Core, the senior from Southern California. And slices that the other way, 2 down. Hannah Camenzind will step in. One of just 2 lefties in the batting order tonight.
So fun to watch. Another one of those athletes that plays on both sides of the ball. Good pitcher.
They have 3 hitting pitchers.
Yeah.
And a 4th if they were still using Emerson Cope more in the circle. Perhaps she'll get back to that next year.
We have a lot of athletes. It's definitely something this Nebraska team is known for.
Hannah 387 on the season, 7 home runs, 53 runs batted in. Takes a strike there. Kelly Demianou behind the plate, Vince Price, Jerry Jones, Dustin Douglas on the bases tonight. Another changeup just misses, 3-1.
She's missing that high.
Been using that pitch a lot. She's going to need to. But you're right, needs to try to work that a little bit lower in the zone.
And the walk with 2 outs. First pitch swing for Ava Kuzak, the senior shortstop. Ava had a solo home run against UCLA in the Big Ten championship game last Saturday.
Nebraska's team has been on a roll, that Big Ten championship and regular season.
Coming in winners of 21 games in a row back to March 28th here against UCLA.
It's really been a complete season. I mean, their first 2 weekends of this year played a tough schedule.
Kuzak yanks that one foul.
That was one of the biggest goals, right? I mean, knowing, okay, you'll get some competition in the Big Ten, but really searching for it, making sure preseason that strength of schedule was going to be challenging for this senior group. It's no secret what they're trying to do this year.
Well, that was the opportunity to host at regionals and super regionals. Last year they had to go on the road. They went to Baton Rouge, and then they had to go to Knoxville in Tennessee. Look at this. Look at this crowd. This is playing at home. This is the advantage of it, right? Especially with all the seniors on the team.
It's around 75%. The home teams and the regionals and supers win and advance. And a strikeout of Kuzak to end it there for Madison Evans.
Oh, Evans getting it done, going with that rise ball upstairs, picks up the big strikeout to end the first.
Well, for South Dakota, their postseason run was an incredible one. This one was against Kansas City. This was before they started double elimination in the tournament. They had to win that game in the opening round just to get into the double elim. And then once they got there, they rolled. And they shocked Omaha to win the championship 1-0 in the final. And the Yotes were able to grab the automatic bid from the Summit League. And so some of their mid-major sisters doing all right, including Grand Canyon beating Louisville here in Lincoln earlier.
But all against the ACC.
Yeah, rough go for the ACC. And Stetson beats a seeded Florida State, pushing the Seminoles into the loser's bracket.
They put a lot of runs up on the board. A couple of home runs. I mean, the ball was flying in Tallahassee today.
4, 5, and 6 coming up. And Brooke Carey, first pitch swinging, pops it up to the right side, 1 down.
Tell you what, South Dakota, first pitch swinging. Seen it now 3 of the 4 batters. It's smart. Jensen gets ahead of you. She's got that off speed. She's got the curveball coming to these righties. There are a lot of options there. Really, the game plan to get to her early.
Here's Allie Cromer.
Elkhorn, Nebraska. One of 5 starters in this lineup. One of 7 Nebraskans for South Dakota. Elkhorn just outside of Omaha.
Pulls that to the left side. Bland over to first, 2 down.
Good job by Bland to go get that and not let it sneak through that 5-6 hole.
Jensen has retired the first 5 she's faced. Here's Abby Brown. Junior from Bennington, Nebraska, and a 3-year starter for the Yotes. They really emphasized how much they play for each other. They're not feeling any pressure. Do it together, see if they can shock the world here. And sort of the same mentality as some of those other mid-majors. Why not us?
It's the best place to be.
Yeah.
Just play with ease. I mean, we just showed it for South Dakota. You guys, in April, they weren't even going to make their tournament. Like, there was one team that wasn't going to make it, and that was that team until they went in, beat North Dakota. Just wanted to get in, win one game in their conference tournament, one on a walk-off. One game at a time. Just look at how the season slowly improved. 4-15, you guys, in February. See, March wasn't much better, but then 2 consecutive 5-win months. Well, they were 5-2.
I mean, for Robert Wagner's group, the sum has definitely been greater than the parts. They only had 1 all-conference pick. That was Carey, a second-teamer in the summit.
Well,
it hot at the right
it's a
time.
test. Absolutely, Beth. I was going to say it's a testament to playing well when it counts. Nobody's playing for championships in February. I mean, obviously it makes a difference, but it's May. You're going to be hot in February or May. Pick May.
Pick Mayhem.
Well, even it was crazy talking to the players that we got to sit down with, talking to their head coach Robert Wagner. 48 years of the program, never made it to the postseason, and they've had better teams, and they said that. Talked about their team last year. That was a team that could have earned their way. They're playing for all those teams, 48 years.
Well, they said the excitement of the alumni, the university was palpable. I mean, that people were just like excited to have their team in the postseason, have the opportunity.
Full count here. The Yotes are looking for a base runner. Bland calling for it, and it's 6 up and 6 down for Jensen.
This is going to be a couple hours of some of the best softball that you've seen.
Maybe Prince! A swing for the softball ages! Osmond keeps it around. It is called! And she strikes her out. The Big Ten pitcher of the year ends it as Nebraska is the Big Ten tournament title winners.
Yeah, and that got Ron Revelle dancing to a little Delta Dawn. What's that flower you have on? Huskers are hosting their first regional since 2013. That was the last time they went to the World Series. They might be hosting their first Super next weekend if they win this weekend. Just a fabulous venue, and as you can see, standing room and blanket room only.
Incredible.
A sea of red. And they are loud. That's something
They
I
are
could
into
hear
it, yeah.
coming in. We had our game earlier.
They love their
Grand Canyon,
scarlet and
Louisville.
cream, that's for sure.
And fight for seats, tickets, grass space.
5, 6, and 7. This is Jessie Farrell, junior from Henderson, Nevada. She's starting to heat up late. Five extra base hits in her last 20 ABs.
That's the pitch that Jessie Farrell worked all year on, is that changeup. It was a pitch she had struggled with last year, something that she went after in the batting cages. Learned to take it in situations like that when you don't want it until you have to, but being able to recognize it out of the hand.
And that's where Evans does a good job. She throws that changeup and then she'll elevate that rise ball. Get a lot of hitters to chase that out of the zone.
Runs the count full. "16 home runs, best of her career this season." Waits on the change, but drills it to Johnson at second. One down.
That was ball 4 too, so I think also just being patient with Evans. Changeup was way up out of the zone on full count. That's probably what she's communicating right now to Samantha Bland at the plate.
Here comes Bland, the third baseman. Thought about the bump. From Chino Hills, California.
Always fun to show it. Make the corners come in, whether you intend on actually doing it or not. Although Brooke Carey is going to go ahead and stay way behind the back at third base. Even after the shown bunt, Carey's like, "No, I'll be back here. You
I'm
want
good.
a bunt?"
Good.
Madison, you got me, right? It's rare to see, too, that deep in softball. It's something
Yeah.
you see in baseball, but you're always even or in front of the bag.
Huskers still looking for their first hit of the night. One base runner on a walk in the first. Lashed to the right side, 2 down.
Well, I think that's the hardest part of regionals like this. You're facing arms you've not seen before, you know, trying to figure out what pitches look like, what pitches they throw. Because you can look at it on paper, but until you get in that box, it's always a little different.
And they've seen a lot of each other on tape. They have a handful of shared opponents this year. Here's Emerson Cope, the DP tonight.
There's always the pressure, too, is you're playing a team like South Dakota that comes in 20 and 34, and you're expected to just almost run roll, and the tie. And so you can feel it with this crowd.
Yeah.
They're impatient. They want runners on base.
They're anxious. And now a little angry.
Check the swing on the changeup. It's a good call. He went.
Close enough, absolutely. You get to that front of the edge of the plate.
1-2 pitch from Madison Evans. 2-2.
Nice waist pitch by Madison Evans. You could tell she was like, all right, this is a waist pitch. I'm going to get this way out in the other batter's box. Probably won't chase it. She didn't.
Already in this game, I know we're early, Smitty, but her changeup percentage almost tripled. She's going a few times in a bat.
Yeah, it's going to need to.
Here it is again.
To Carey, makes the long throw. And how about a 1-2-3 inning for Madison Evans? Scoreless through 2.
There is nothing like the Women's College World Series.
Nothing like it. We'll be headed there for the 44th time. 21 years of the championship series. Of course, the NCAA tournament, 64 teams in it this weekend. Never had an unseeded team win the championship, although we've had 13 to the World Series. Bottom of the order here to face Jensen. One down as Sarah Iberg is retired. And that'll bring up the pitcher, Madison Evans, who hits in the 8th spot in the order. 268 on the season. Former Prep State Player of the Year.
Every pitch, 1-3, every pitch.
Jensen so far, a couple of strikeouts, a couple of 3 flyouts, a couple of groundouts.
Both her strikeouts on the changeup. She's been using that effectively as well. Seems to be the pitch of the game so far.
Yeah.
Jensen's so good when she's working from ahead. Look at that batting average against. Just a $149 behind when she has to basically throw through the zone. It elevates up to 370.
Gets a swing and miss there. 2-2.
Nice rise ball at the top of the zone.
Especially this part of the order. I think she can go more over the plate because she has that spin.
She really does a good job with both her rise and her drop when she's throwing her hard pitches.
Called strike 3. 2 down.
Looking a little sassy after that pitch, celebrating that drop on the outer half, and you can see she just puts this on the edges. And check that, that's actually a low rise ball. It looked like maybe it was an elevated drop ball, but that's actually rise ball spin. Puts it on the outer half. Picks up her 3rd strikeout.
A big assist to Jessie Farrow because that pitch was off the plate. She did a good job framing that pitch for the strikeout.
This is Ella McGee from West Des Moines, Iowa. Same hometown as Tegan Cavan, the Texas ace. Longhorns winners today in their opener. So was Texas A&M and Texas Tech, and Bland got her. Spotless the first time through the order for Alexis Jensen. It's been a great time to be a Husker fan here in Lincoln. A new program record for attendance at Ronda Revelle Field. 4th best in the country at over 2,600 per game. And the win percentage really good here at home, and they're trying to win here at home this weekend to stay home another weekend for the Supers. Opening day of the greatest show on dirt, the start of the NCAA championships, and mayhem. Double elimination format with 4 teams here this weekend.
That sea of red out there, it's awesome to see. And the berm, the standing room only.
And they're packed in there too. And those aren't seats out there in left field. It's just all grass. Got the playground here so the kiddos can come.
High hop to German, but she handles it with aplomb. 1 down.
That's a great job by German to go grab this. You can see the last hop. Look at how, boom, it pops up as she's able to get that glove up there, protect herself, and be able to make the play. That is just elevated. And then a nice throw across for German to pick up the first out of the inning.
Here's the 9-hitter, Lauren Kamenzend, with Jordy Fromm on deck. Lauren, 296, 6 homers.
She loves owning this 9-hole spot in this order, kind of playing that second leadoff. So when you got Jordy Fromm, you're seeing that more and more, put power hitters up at the top of your lineup. Lauren prides herself on getting a base before Jordy. As much protection before as you want after.
Madison Evans gets some swing and miss there.
This pitch on the outer half. She's been doing a good job of working ahead, using that changeup.
1-2 here.
Hands up! Hands up! Oh.
I'm Evans. I would not go back into the zone. Both those pitches up and away, out of the zone. Lauren just trying to foul him off.
Rolls another one. German at short. 2 down.
Good time.
1 time through the order for both starters without a hit.
Just the one free pass to Hannah Kamenzen.
So here comes Jordy for the 2nd time. Flew out to right back in the first.
See if Nebraska makes any adjustments here 2nd time through.
I'd sit on the changeup. I mean, when she's thrown it, and she's throwing it a lot, and we'll see 2nd time through the order, she does the same, but she's throwing it up. And if you're sitting on it, and it's a pitch that you can get in that hittable zone, you know it's coming. It's a fun pitch to hit.
There it is.
Jordy out front, 51 miles an hour.
But you got to be sitting on it. You got to know it's coming. And for this, Jordy just ignites as if this is going to be something hard. She does not pick up the spin.
Well, she releases it the same as her rise ball. She actually gets under it. She doesn't flip it.
Jordy out to center. Iverson is there. Back-to-back 1, 2, 3 innings for Evans. Wow. Welcome back to the NCAA Softball Regionals, presented by Capital One. We are scoreless into the 4th. The head coach of the Oats, Robert Wagner, now joins.
Well, Coach, 3 innings now into the first time program history, 48 years. What were you telling the team? What was the kind of overall mood going on in that dugout?
I think they're ready. They're excited. It's been a long time coming, but obviously Nebraska's a heck of a team, and we're just doing the best we can to compete. And Maddie's doing a great job. Madison is doing a great job of keeping us in the game. So we got to find a way to scratch out some hits, but we're being competitive. We just a little early on the change, and we got to figure some things out. But too many weak ground balls and pop-ups, but it's a really good pitcher, so that's softball. We got to figure out a way to find some barrels.
Thank you very much, Robert.
Thank you, Coach.
Thank you. Good luck.
This is the opener of this regional for both these clubs. First NCAA tournament win if South Dakota can get it. And for Nebraska, well, they're trying to keep this ball rolling. They've won 21 games in a row, the longest win streak in the country coming into the tournament. Autumn Iverson, top of the order, yanks one deep, back it goes, and the Yotes have the lead on the Huskers as it caroms off the scoreboard and left.
And Jensen,
they found some barrels, Smitty.
Yeah, and Jensen, the freshman, has been so good all year long, but the one thing, I mentioned it earlier, that you have to circle, this is the 22nd home run of the year she's given up.
But Autumn Iverson, are you freaking kidding me? Third home run of the year. Keep the softball off the scoreboard. She is never going to forget that one. Crushed. Wow. And this is a team, you guys, just to reiterate, just the 23rd home run of this season for the entire team. To remind you, Megan Grant leads the country with 38. I mean, this has been the year of the home run. South Dakota not a part of their game, but Autumn Iverson, wow.
Well, you mentioned that the 23rd home run they've hit. Their pitching staff has given up 47. So again, it just shows the reverse numbers there, but this is a team that is playing their best softball right now.
That has sent shockwaves through the crowd here in Lincoln. South Dakota grabs the lead on the first hit of the game for either side. Here's Kaya Johnson.
This is big now to see how Jensen recovers from giving up that big hit.
Well, because one run to South Dakota when the expectation is to just dominate can feel like 10, especially when your offense has not produced any base runners besides a walk.
There is some activity now in the Nebraska bullpen for the Huskers. Kylie McGee is up. Kylie has just 9 appearances all season, only 21 innings of work. Autumn Iverson, solo home run, 1-0 Yotes.
No one on this team has more than 5 home runs individually. It's just how massive, and you guys, you get the adrenaline, you get the postseason, and you see this across all sports, not even in college, but professionally, and you see players just play outside themselves because they finally have an opportunity to live out a dream, and that's what we're seeing in South Dakota early on right now.
Finally an opportunity to play in front of a crowd like this.
Yeah.
I mean, this is like a dream come true.
Her last home run was off of a power pitcher, Missouri. March 13th was the last one for Autumn.
Oh, just her pure joy going around the bases. Her heart is pounding still, guaranteed.
Ball 4. Autumn's favorite season might just be spring now.
Native of Nebraska, she's got a lot of family members here, and this pitch, I mean, riding into her barrel, look at her face. Oh my God.
That's awesome.
I mean, that was a rise ball that leaked back into the zone, and she just big time exploded on it.
She will never forget that moment.
From Wahoo, Nebraska. And after the home run, a walk issued by Jensen. And here's the number 3 hitter, Delaney White.
Let's go, D-White!
We go deep.
Good take, 1-8, atta girl!
hit and run on there. Fouled away by White.
Trying to make something happen. White struck out on a changeup. Her first at bat.
Here we go. Yagi, here we go. Yagi.
There's another hard hit ball, but right at Kamenzen.
Well, and that was
One
a
down.
Yeah, that was a changeup, Beth. So good adjustment, striking out on it. The first at bat and then putting a charge in it. This last one.
Here comes Brooke Carey. Swung at the first pitch she saw first time up, popped up. She's their best hitter.
Nobody better, Sonny. Nobody better.
She's very familiar with Nebraska. Brother Dylan,
Yeah.
shortstop for the Nebraska Huskers,
It's pretty cool.
who could actually host a regional as well. See how the next couple weeks play out. But Nebraska baseball, 15 in RPI right now.
Fights off the rise. I believe he leads the team in home runs this year.
That's awesome. Of course, they are away. Otherwise, I'm sure Dylan would be trying to make it out to watch Sis.
It's pretty cool. It leads the baseball team with 14 home runs.
Snap throw down to first.
That was a great move, by the way. Jesse Farrell not just picking it out of the dirt, knowing that there'd be a lean there at first base. Throw down quick.
Great hitter, hard out. Great hitter, hard out.
1-2 pitch to Carey. Runner at first. Swing and a miss.
Foul ball.
Nope, she did get a piece of it.
I don't.
Well,
it
that's
didn't
what
look
the
like
home
it.
plate umpires
I think
says.
so.
Yeah, you gotta, yeah. Rhonda's gotta ask, because
Yeah,
the batter went back into the dugout.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, the batter was walking toward the dugout.
You can review it. So that's exactly what Rhonda wanted. Change up. Yeah, she misses it. So that's a strikeout. Drop third strike, but with runner at first, she's just out.
Yeah, but they're going to say it's a foul ball, send the runner back to first base.
Jensen will try again and gets her way up and out of the zone. 2 down.
So that kind of ended well for Nebraska. They still got the strikeout, but the runner is back at first base. So instead of using the changeup, she goes upstairs with a nice rise ball. Jensen picking up her third strikeout. Fourth strikeout.
2 out base runner. Here's Allie Cromer. Sends one the other way, and drifting over is Hoffman to make the catch. But South Dakota strikes first.
They're making history all over the board. First time here in the NCAA tournament, and I'll tell you what, Autumn Iverson, just the junior, 3rd home run on the season. Get that one back off the scoreboard, because they're on the board over Nebraska, 1-0.
Welcome back to Ronda Revelle Field here at Bolin Stadium in Lincoln. And it's South Dakota and Nebraska, and the field namesake now joining us, Ronda Revelle.
Well, Coach, this is the first time you guys are hosting a regional, 13 years in front of this home crowd. What's it been like, and how important is it to be here home in Lincoln?
Well, it's incredible. I mean, even for the first game when we weren't playing, it was, I think it was probably the biggest crowd for any neutral team that was playing today in the country. So I just want to really thank our fans. They've been incredible all season long, and look at them tonight. So hopefully we're going to give them something to shout about even a little louder here in a minute.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing to be in this environment. And Coach, so what is going to be the message to your offense? What do you need to tell them to put some runs up on the board?
She's doing a nice job painting that outside corner and mixing speeds on us, and we've got to be able to sit a speed and barrel up, as you say, Michelle.
Awesome.
Thank you very much, Coach.
Thank you.
Well, Ronda and longtime assistant Lori Sipple, they both played here. And of course, Ronda has been to a World Series as a player and a coach. Over 30 years, the two of them together, and the entire coaching staff, 2 decades together, the longest tenured. But Ronda and Sip accounting for 90% of the wins in program history.
I kind of want you to break down her form.
Yeah. Both amazing pitchers and just amazing people as well.
They got to get into this game, and we've seen that across the country. You know, a lot of upsets, these mid-major teams, unseeded teams. I mean, the fact that you keep them in a game long enough, and Nebraska feeling that pressure, and what Ronda Revelle just said, pick a speed.
Got 2, 3, 4 coming up. Here's Hannah Core. The other development is you've got number 98 warming up out in the bullpen. She's been coming out of the pen a lot more this year with Alexis Jensen. Saving up a lot of innings as a starter. Should be super fresh for the postseason run.
Yeah, they're great mixed together, the two of them. Righty, lefty, you know, both power pitchers, both good changeups.
She gets some spins in between innings, if nothing else, while she's still playing first base in the field.
It's definitely not the situation that Nebraska wants, though. I mean, the idea is for Jensen to be able to kind of let Jordy rest today.
Jordy is a rarity with 15 wins and 10 saves this season. It's only happened for one other power pitcher in history. Kat Sandercock in 2023 had 28 wins and 10 saves at Florida State. Hannah Core draws the walk.
Well, and that's big right there. That's a leadoff runner on here in the 4th inning. First time that Nebraska's had a leadoff on.
This place, as Ronda referenced, is just busting to make some noise. Quiet so far, hitless through the first 3 innings against Madison Evans.
Just the second base runner.
Kamensen.
But second time through the order, and I think having a better idea of the expectation of the changeup. You come in, you get the scattering port, rise ball, curve ball, drop. You're not expecting the off speed, and that is definitely a bigger plan that Evans threw first time through the order.
Kamensen the opposite way, and that's over the head of Ella McGee in left. And Core will hold up at third. Runners on second and third with nobody out. And their first hit is extra.
And a beautiful job, too. You look at this pitch up in the zone, and Hannah Kamensen, what she does such a great job with is this flatter swing. She's not trying to lift it. She's just trying to meet it, and she does that, getting over the head out in left field. McGee hits so hard that Hannah Core can't even come around to score. Does get to third base. Now 2 runners in scoring position for Ava Kuzak.
Number 4 hitter, 49 RBI. The player her teammates call the heartbeat of this program. Struck out on a rise ball her first time up. the only strikeout of the night for Evans.
Well, I like that coach kept Core at third. This situation, second and third, less than 2 outs.
Drops down a squeeze and it trickles foul.
It is interesting because they hit 642 in this particular situation.
Wow, a squeeze for your number 4 hitter there.
I mean, that's just the respect that they're showing, I guess, for Madison Evans, because Ava Kuzak is the hitter that you want to, with runners in scoring position. You want her to swing the bat.
I mean, as a team, they're nearly 500 with runners at second and third. But now she's down 0-2. Evans trying to work out of her first jam. 2-2.
It's a good take.
Swing at that one, and the count goes full for Ava. With another home run threat, Jessie Farrell on deck. Trying to instantly respond to the 1 run from the Yotes in the top half of the inning.
It's a good job protecting on the outer half. 3-2 count. You have to be thinking go, go, go until you see that that pitch is out of the zone. This is a situation to be aggressive in.
Lost her, and the bases are loaded. 2 walks in the inning. And they're going to get on their feet.
Now for the first time for Madison Evans, having to deal with this crowd. Pressure, nowhere to put Jessie Farrell. That's been the beauty of the first 3 innings, is no pressure, no runners on base, really, no threats.
So the middle infield is going to come in for the Yotes.
Jessie has 1 grand slam on the season against Minnesota. First big chance for Nebraska tonight. Farrell takes strike 1. Couple of walks and a double to load him up with nobody out.
Good job by Farrell, especially on the first pitch, not swinging at that. Even though it's a strike, you don't want to swing at something where you could be doubled up, where you're jammed up, and it's an easy home to first base double play. Another good take.
That's a good job by Evans, though, to go back inside there.
Well, that's what you want. I mean, you do want the ground ball to third or to shortstop so you can come home to first, especially with Farrell being right-handed.
Change up, didn't get it. 3-1. Full count.
That's the only thing, though, with Farrell, though, is you haven't seen her swing the bat yet. 5 straight takes.
And now she backed off the plate a little bit.
3-2 pitch from Evans. Pops it up, and the scoop catch is made, and the runners will have to hold. Over the shoulder for Delaney White. gets the first out.
That is a great defensive play by Delaney White, going back and making this catch. At first it looked like it potentially was going to drop foul, but look at the way she's going to go back. She's going to catch that over her shoulder, and then immediately he's going to look for the secondary play. So good job avoiding the bag, making the catch, and immediately looking for the tag. That's a huge first out.
Samantha Bland, bases still loaded. First pitch swinging, whacks it foul. Popped up to the right side, her first time up. For a strike, 0-2. Evans going right at her.
Evans has been poised in his pressure situation so far. That pitch almost leaped back into the zone. Take a look at the location of this pitch and where Brown, the catcher, is set up. It's supposed to be way out, and she catches it back toward the zone.
Almost looked like strike 3.
Yeah.
1-2. A little self-talk from Bland.
Ooh. Another one close. And it's interesting the way Brown is catching that back toward the zone with her body away, almost trying to make it look like it's a strike, trying to steal that strike for her pitcher.
Bland chases the rise, shallow center, and the catch is made by Iverson. No tag, 2 down.
2 weak pop flies. It's probably the biggest thing that Evans has done this game is a lot of weak fly balls. These big Nebraska hitters missing barrels. Bases loaded, nobody out. Can South Dakota get out of this?
Emerson Cope. Now the infield will go back to its normal depth. Good block by Brown to keep it in front. Gets a shout out from the third baseman, Brooke Carey. Hey, nice save. Another one in the dirt. And that'll get Robert Wagner out of the dugout to try and settle Evans down.
Coach Wagner giving Evans a little bit of time to take a deep breath. Get her turned back around in this 2-0 count.
I like what Hannah Core, big leader for this team, though, just did with Emerson Cope. Put her arm around her, clearly made a joke, had her laughing. I mean, there's a lot of pressure right now. As much as you want to play in front of this home crowd, you're down 1-0 to South Dakota. You can feel the pressure for these Nebraska hitters, not expecting to be in this situation.
All right, ready to get back to work with Evans in the circle. And Cope at the plate, and the base is full of Huskers. Down 1-0. After the Autumn Iverson home run in the top half of the inning. 2-1. That one was right down the middle. Oh, so was that one.
A couple of quality pitches by Evans.
Hey, she be swinging here. She be swinging. Let's go.
Got her! Wow. Madison Evans, guts with the bases loaded and nobody out. She shuts the door on the Huskers.
When you talk about the pressure of the postseason, and Madison Evans, bases loaded, using the rise ball on the outer half, induces the strikeout. Madison Evans with the motion, getting out of the massive bases loaded jam.
One nothing. South Dakota with the lead over the 4-seed Nebraska as we head to the 5th inning on an Autumn Iverson home run. And the moxie of Madison Evans working out of a bases-loaded, no-out jam with a strikeout of Emerson Cope. Keeps the Huskers off the board and is still just allowed one hit. 6, 7, 8 coming up to face Jensen. Here's Abby Brown. One seed has lost today, the 9-seed Florida State to Stetson. There have been a couple of other upsets for the mid-majors today. This would certainly be the granddaddy of them all.
Georgia's losing now to college at Charleston.
It's mayhem.
Well, day one, though. I mean, you usually get to like day 2 or 3, but day 1.
I think it's carrying over from that crazy World Series we had last year. One of the wackiest on record. Two from Alexis Jensen. Got her to chase. Strikeout number 5, 1 down.
Oh, that's a great job by Jensen. She's starting to elevate that rise ball. I think that's the pitch she needs to use effectively against this team. And you can see she's starting it high. It's finishing higher, and she's getting the Yotes to chase this pitch up in the zone. 5th strikeout of the day for the freshman.
Sarah Iberg. 0-2 pitch. Winner of this one will play Grand Canyon tomorrow at 1 Eastern in the winner's bracket. You win that game, you're into the regional final. The loser here will have to play twice tomorrow to try and stay alive. Ground ball to Bland, 2 out. The Women's College World Series returns to Oklahoma City on Thursday, May 28th at noon Eastern with our traditional opening day quadruple header live on ESPN. For more information on the Women's College World Series, visit NCAA.com, the home for all NCAA championships. Last year, Texas beating Texas Tech in the finals in 3 games. First title for Texas, first time in the finals for Texas Tech.
A lot of firsts for Texas Tech last year. It's been an interesting last couple of years to see just the way things have transpired with the pool, the transfer portal, I should say, and NIL deals, and just all the shifting in the sport.
Here is the pitcher, Evans. Can't link up with the changeup. And Jensen will try and get her for the second time tonight. Golfs that to short. Trouble on the bounce. Evans beats it out. Boy, Kuzak from her knees jumped up and fired that thing.
And that was amazing the way that she even got to it. I mean, this ball looks like it's going to sneak through the 5-6 hole when it gets past Bland. And Kuzak able to go and get it at her knees and then throw
while she was coming up.
Look at that.
How about Madison Evans, though? Pitching a gem.
Yes.
Gets on base down here in the 8 hole.
They'll lift her here for a pinch hitter. She can re-enter. Looks like that's Charlie Nelson, number 26. With the number 9 hitter, Ella McGee, due up.
I've seen it a few times now. Robert Wagner likes to call timeout. Kind of takes his time talking to his team, different moments.
He was an assistant at Arizona State for both of their World Series championships in 2008 and 2011. They've been in nail biters all year long. 9-7 in one-run games this year. And right now they are keeping the crowd quiet. McGee grounded out her first time up. Folks here wondering if they can get the bats going. Just one Husker hit tonight against Madison Evans. And a swing and a miss from McGee on that split grip of hers.
It's a curveball running away from her.
She's going already towards first base with that slap, so she's got no chance. I would stay outside.
And she's the only lefty in the South Dakota lineup.
Just trying to get it to the home run hitter. Never knew she was a home run hitter till today. Out of Iverson on deck. Look how far off the plate too, McGee.
Yeah, can't reach that one. And it's strikeout number 6.
Jensen continuing to use all of her pitches. The freshman going back to the changeup on the outer half. 6 strikeouts on the afternoon.
Hey, let's check out our Capital One rewarding performance.
And how about Madison Evans getting out of the jam, induces the pop-up. But how about the catch by Delaney White over the shoulder, and then a pop fly to center field, not quite far enough, and then the massive strikeout after being down 2-0 behind. She gets the big strikeout to get out of the jam. Madison Evans, look at her line, just the 2 strikeouts, but the most important one came with the bases loaded.
8-9, and then the top. The lone hit for the Huskers is a Hannah Kamensen double. That is it tonight. 3 walks have not come back to hurt Evans. 0-1 to Casey Hoffman.
Ball has been effective after that changeup. It is.
Yes.
It's really got Nebraska to chase.
It's a sequence, though. You're right. That looks about 5 miles an hour faster off of the changeup. She's been able to sequence that pitch really well.
Just out of the reach. White.
I'll tell you what, I'm not used to corners playing so deep. They're almost on the fake grass, the turf. Both corners play deep. Way behind the bag. I don't want to see a ball hit that way. Look at where Delaney White's going to end up. That's just not, you don't see that in softball. They're always even to in front. See third base as well. There's respect for these hitters.
Well, it's been impressive that Evans has also done a good job of pitching from ahead with the 183 walks coming into the game.
Yeah.
You don't really think that she works from ahead.
Got her to chase.
But she's getting the chase, and I think that's a big thing for these Nebraska hitters is we're seeing in a lot of these counts the chase of the rise ball, not even for the strikeout. And this one, look at her go upstairs. I mean, this is way out of the zone. It's a good pitch, but they are trying to make contact with a pitch that you can't make contact with, and it's been the rise ball. Third strikeout of the game.
Here's Lauren Cammons into the 9-hole.
You know, when you look at this team, you look at the record and some of the statistics. I mean, this is a team that obviously has improved vastly throughout the year and is playing their best softball right now.
I mean, they've improved vastly from 2 weeks ago.
Yes, exactly.
It's not like they've been a team. It's like, okay, the last month they've really, like we talked about with Grand Canyon, South Dakota has not been a team that has been dominant by any means. None of the categories pop out to you, but they are playing out of their minds the last week. Probably what they've been capable of all year, just now fully putting it together.
Well, and Evans has been getting ahead of hitters. Was it 14 of 18 first pitch strikes tonight?
Which her season average is about 50%, so far above that.
Opposite way for Iberg. 2 down.
This is the hitter can change this game, and she knows it. Jordy Fromm, her third at bat. She's had 2 weaker pop-ups, both at bats. And it's been off after the off-speed.
Well, this crowd senses it too. I mean, this might be the last time the top of the order comes around. The reigning National Player of the Year.
I would walk her. I mean, I know that puts tying run on base, but with Hannah Core behind her, I would not give her something to hit because she has the capability of mishitting a ball out of the park. That's how good she is.
19 home runs on the year. And Core and Camden have 5 and 7 respectfully. So you're right. I mean, you get one of them to roll a ground ball, you've got more opportunities at different bags to get outs.
That's in for a strike, 2-1. Jordy is 1 home run away from another 20-homer season, batting over 400. Non-competitive there, and now probably ball 4 is in the wings here.
You can't give her something to hit.
No, 3-1, this is a leverage count. At this point, you just put her on because if I'm Jordy, I'm diving into something right now.
Ooh. Hard shot makes its way out to left. Fromm will try and head for second and slides in safely on the bobble out and left by McGee. Exit velo is 72 miles an hour.
They're lucky. They're lucky she hit this into the ground 72 miles an hour and not in the air. She gets this in the air. This game is tied. Hard hit single getting by Brooke Carey at third base, and then the E7 to allow her in the speed get to second.
Tying run at second, go ahead at the plate for Nebraska. Cora line out and a walk tonight. Throw down. Fromm almost lost her footing, had to dive back in.
I think she was debating on whether or not she was going to go to third, but this is where she's got to be careful.
Smart.
With 2 outs.
Yep.
You don't want to try to do too much and get picked off.
Yep. And this has been the biggest thing for Nebraska is the fly balls. And we're seeing there on that foul ball that would have been a kind of a weak pop up to the right side. We've seen a lot of weak fly outs in these situations. They have opportunity.
will score. Jordy Fromm ties it up for Nebraska, and Core is headed for third, and she dives in safe. And now the go-ahead is 60 feet away.
She's been the leader for this team. We talk so much about Jordy Fromm also, but Hannah Core coming over from Oklahoma, and this, just being able to meet this pitch that's down the middle, 75 miles an hour off the bat, finds the wall, but how about her taking third? See, Jordy Fromm coming around is going to easily score, but Core deciding not to just be satisfied with the double, but coming all the way around for a triple.
And now Nebraska can take the lead. Hannah Kamenzind up with 2 outs. Walked in the first, doubled in the fourth. Two-out rally when South Dakota chose to pitch to Fromm instead of Walker. Kamenzind drives one deep. Back it goes. One hopper. And a double to give the Huskers the lead. And a race is on for third, and they're going to get her.
They're gonna challenge it.
Yeah.
I think she got in there.
Nebraska goes in front. 3 consecutive extra base hits.
The call on the field is the runner is out at third. Nebraska is challenging that call. Plays under review.
No, she's out. She is out with the tag on the left leg.
Does it get the left leg? Or does it go to the?
It goes to the right leg.
To the right leg. I think it may miss the left leg.
Left
oh
leg.
no, it did. Okay.
Left leg, ladies. Left leg with the swipe.
I don't know. It's
the
close.
first one. It's hard to tell if it.
Right there.
Right there.
Yeah.
It does get her. Yep. That's a good call.
Back-to-back doubles, by the way, for Hannah Kamenzind. She's consistently been able to see Evans.
After review, the call at third is being confirmed. That the runner's out. That is Nebraska's first challenge.
But Nebraska does grab the lead with a 2-run, 2-out rally. And they're up 1, headed to the 6th. Core with a big hit. Hannah Kamensen with a big hit. And now the biggest of all, the big arm of Jordy Fromm coming on in relief for the 18th time this season. The Big Ten Pitcher of the Year has a lead to protect.
Jordy Fromm, one of the best in the game, because she has this elite level rise ball that she'll throw at multiple levels, but it is just explosive at the top of the zone. Well set up by her changeup that she will dump in at the bottom part of the zone, usually in the low 50s. She's going to use that rise ball about 39% of the time, that changeup about 18% of the time. She'll also throw a drop ball in there, hard stuff. High 60s to 70 miles an hour, the changeup in the 50s.
And here comes the home run hitter from the 4th inning, Autumn Iverson, as Fromm comes on to replace Lexi Jensen. Right back to Jordy, one down. South Dakota held the 1 run on 2 hits tonight. Kaya Johnson is the only other base runner walked in the 4th.
After seeing Autumn Iverson swing at that first pitch, smart to come out. First pitch change up to Kaya Johnson.
A couple of changeups in a row, and you go back and you look at Jensen, the freshman, and really what she did. She had a great outing. She just threw 1 flat rise ball that was capitalized on. Big moment for the freshman.
Tell too by the way she came out there. She was like adrenaline spiked.
Oh, and learning to control all that is a big part of learning to pitch, and learning to pitch in a large environment with a lot on the line, the expectation. It's your first time doing it.
And she had the walk after the home run, so I think learning how to, okay, how do I handle myself after I give up a big hit?
And then throwing in a game like this when the offense isn't putting big numbers up on the board for you. It's a different type of pressure. And that's like old school softball where 1 run was the name of the game.
This was Smitty's day-to-day.
Yeah, exactly.
Except you didn't have relievers. You'd be throwing 70 innings in a row on a weekend.
Exactly. I'd have to tell myself I don't want to throw 2 games tomorrow. Or 2 games the next day. Exactly. Let's go to me in the bullpen.
Thank you, sir. May I have another? Another 2-strike pitch to Johnson. Got it. 2 down.
First strikeout for Jordy Ball, and it's on that rise ball that we talk so much about. It's his elite level. Really good spin. She reaches underneath this pitch, gets it to the eyes, and it just continues. You can see that unique pitching style, and you can just see that release from low to high. Nice rise ball. First strikeout for Jordy.
Well, it's a role she's really embraced this year. She only had 25 relief appearances in her first 3 years. She may match that by the end of this season if they keep winning. In just 1 year. Pop up to the right side, and on the run to make the catch is Kamensen. A 1-2-3, top of the 6th, with Jordy coming out in relief.
Nebraska down 1-0. Heading to that 5th inning, of course, Jordy Fromm comes up, gets it done by getting a leadoff double, followed by Hannah Core with a triple to score 1, and then Hannah Kamazin the double to take the lead. They'd only had a hit coming into that. Be able to take the lead 2-1 as we're now here in the bottom of the 6th. Started 1 for 15, 3 for 3 in that big 5th inning.
Ava Kuzak coming up 4, 5, and 6 to face Madison Evans. And South Dakota finds itself down for the first time tonight. And just 3 outs to work with when they come back up in the 7th inning. Kuz has a strikeout and a walk tonight. Ground ball to short, scooped by German. 1 down. Don't miss a minute of the action from the NCAA Softball Regionals with the 7 Innings live show. That's on the ESPN app. You can see every game and every big moment on the road to the Women's College World Series only on the ESPN networks. There's a rope right back up the middle for Jessie Farrell.
Aggressive first pitch swing.
They've seen enough of the rise ball. I think now getting one that they can hit, one that they can meet. First pitch swinging at the rise ball. This one not out of the zone, actually in the zone. And Farrell, beautiful job right up the middle. That's 4 hits in the last 5 batters.
Kennedy Williams will come on to pinch run. Farrell can re-enter. Nice moment for her. Kennedy's mom, Amy, is the basketball coach here at Nebraska and the former basketball coach at South Dakota. Samantha Bland. A couple of fly balls for her. In the dirt, and Williams will take second.
Williams did not hesitate.
No, good job reading that.
You don't want to put in pinch runners just because they're fast. You want them to be smart. That's more important than anything. Williams was that on that last one.
Well, we talk a lot about reading the ball off the bat. You also have to read the ball out of the pitcher's hand. And if you see it going down and hitting the dirt, you know, you possibly have an opportunity to run on it.
Pitch. Takes. And hits her.
It's way off the mark. Rise ball, and you can just see it slip out of her hand. It's gonna, ouch.
So 2 on for Bella Bacon. Bella came on to play first base when Jordy came on to pitch. So she hits here in the 7th spot in the order for the DP Cope. 1 out, couple on. High high chopper to short. The only play is to first. And not in time.
I think they're going to challenge this.
Yeah.
It looked like she was out.
Looked like she was out, yeah.
The ruling on the field is that the runner was safe at first base. South Dakota is challenging that. That play's under review.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, she's out. Yeah.
Yeah.
That will advance the runners here with 2 outs. Got a couple in scoring position. Checking with the home office in Pittsburgh on this review. Didn't think it would take this long. Here they come.
After review, the call at first has been changed. The runner is out. South Dakota remains their challenge. They have 2 remaining.
So 2 on with 2 outs for Casey Hoffman.
Couple of nice plays by German, a shortstop this inning.
Hoffman, a ground out and a strikeout. Chance to pad the lead here late. And South Dakota down to 1 final at bat. Regardless of the outcome, a tip of the cap to Madison Evans out there in the circle for the Yotes tonight. Against the hottest team coming into the tournament, has kept South Dakota right in it.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, she's worked out of trouble in the 4th. It's just been on point, fun to watch, pitching with energy and emotion.
That's the strike there, 1-2. Yotes will have their 4, 5, and 6 hitters coming up in the 7th. Will it be a 1-run game? Winner gets Grand Canyon tomorrow. The loser will face Louisville.
Madison Evans, such a great example of a player, Gatorade Play of the Year out of high school. She was telling us yesterday, my freshman year, I realized, oh, they hit the ball now when I tried to throw it by them, and had to kind of reinvent herself. Got a new changeup this year that she's shown really well in this game. That suitcase change she's been throwing.
There's a deep drive. Back it goes. Off the base of the wall, and 2 more come home. Hoffman with a 2-run double, and it's 4-1.
Casey Hoffman is one of those hitters that has the power and ability to change a game. Started her career at Arkansas before coming home to Nebraska and just showing how good she can be on pitches on the outer half of the plate. She's going to get around this pitch and drive it into the gap off the wall. 2 big runs up on the board for Nebraska. Jensen's the biggest cheerleader of them all.
And this is what Nebraska could not do through the first 4 innings. Take advantage when they they had one hitter get on basically before that 5th inning. But now you're seeing it change these last 2 innings.
the consecutiveness. I guess it's my favorite word.
Nice, nice.
That they've had it in the 4th, 5th, and 6th.
With 2 outs, by the way, all the runs up. And Lauren Kamensen will try and bring home Kaneda, the pinch runner. Took him a while to get going, just the 1 hit through the first 4 innings, and now a flurry here late. The backhand for Johnson will end the inning. 4-1 Huskers to the 7th, last chance for the Oats. This is what happened earlier today. The Lopes of GCU knocked off Louisville 5-1. They hit a couple of home runs. Emily Gonzalez and Sydney McCray. And Oakley Vickers was terrific in the circle, got the complete game win. So they await the winner of this one at 1 Eastern tomorrow. Winner of that one is into the regional final. The loser will play Louisville in the first elimination game tomorrow afternoon, with another one tomorrow night. Jordy Fromm out there in the circle for the Huskers will try and put this one to bed against 4, 5, and 6. Jordy and the Huskers probably know Brooks' brother. He plays here at Nebraska on the baseball team. And now Brooke will try and start a 7th inning rally for South Dakota.
They share a parking lot, share a basically concourse with baseball, the whole facility. Imagine it's rocking when both teams are home.
AAA team playing here this weekend next door. Ooh, looks like some storm clouds headed our way too. Let's keep those off in the distance.
It's just cool to see the fans that have packed in, because a lot of time you get season ticket holder or whatever, there's empty seats, people that have lots of money or whatever don't end up showing up. I mean, they were fighting to get seats even in the first game earlier today, and you cannot find a standing room only spot in this entire stadium.
Nice grab. 2-2. Carey still alive.
Jordy going back downstairs. Talk a lot about her rise ball elite at the top of the zone, but she also has a very good drop ball.
I love her shaking there too to get the change up. Just the fact that she's one of those pitchers that in a lot of ways calls her own game. She'll get the sign, but she has in her mind what she wants to throw. Takes ownership of that. And anytime you pitch with conviction, because it's something you chose, it's just a totally different outcome.
Carey's a tough out here to start out the inning and finally falls on the low ball.
And goes back downstairs with that drop. We talked about it. She's been up with that rise, a couple of foul balls, the off speed as well, but then comes back to the drop ball. You can just see that release speed, the spin over the top. Really good rotation. Second strikeout for Jordy Brown.
Yeah, struck out 2 of the 4 that she has seen. On in relief. Here's Allie Cromer. Johnson, the starter tonight.
That's a cool strike. Strike 2.
Oh, 2. Got her. 2 down, and the Huskers 1 out away from the winner's bracket tomorrow. Trailed 1-0 into the bottom of the 5th inning, and then the late rally to jump in front. And now they're ace in the circle trying to close it out.
And how about Jordy Fromm really starting the charge in that 5th inning, that double to help them get on the board, and now finishing it here in the circle.
And grabbed by Bacon at first, and that'll end it. Nebraska rallies to win it over South Dakota, 4-1, your final.
Tell you what, I'm so impressed with South Dakota coming into this house, Rhonda Ravel's house. This crowd, the home run, Autumn Iverson and Madison Evans just keeping them in this game until the 5th inning is so impressive.
Yeah, it's a big day for Nebraska. Haven't hosted an event like this in a very long time, and to come in here and get the win.
And this was a great test. I think a lot of people expected them to run rule South Dakota, not have it be a game, but instead Alexis Jensen gets the start, has to battle back, deal with pressure.
Feel the pressure and have to perform in the pressure.
So our first 2 games of the day are set up tomorrow. 1 Eastern, it's Nebraska and Grand Canyon. And the winner of that game is into the regional final on Sunday. The elimination games will start at 3:30 Eastern tomorrow with Louisville and South Dakota, win or go home. Couple runs in the 5th, couple in the 6th, all of them coming with 2 outs. And they rally for a 4-1 dub. So there's your final, 4-1, Nebraska. A winner over South Dakota. Back for more softball all night long, and then we'll see you back here tomorrow.